Hello and welcome to The Real Bottom Line. This is the beginning of season 4. And in this season, we are going to focus on the 8 drivers of value in your business. And my hope is that each of these episodes will give you a new perspective and maybe a new lens through which to look at your business, how you're growing it, and the strategies you're employing so that it can become the most valuable asset that you have. All right, so we're going to dig in today into the hub and spoke, or as I like to think about it as break out of the prison that you built yourself. And why is that so important? When we are working all the time and when the decisions, every decision, do we send this email? Do we buy this thing? Do we do that? What about this software? What about that? Dealing with the clients, maybe even doing all the sales and being involved in delivery, it can be exhausting. It can be overwhelming. And there are some things that are going to happen when you are that deeply entrenched in your business. One is you can't take a break. And as a result, when you do become overwhelmed, it can or could affect your mental health and how you present and how much energy you have. And just, are you enjoying life? Are you having fun at home with your family? Are you having fun at work? It can be quite draining. The second thing is there could be a chance when you start to see a plateau in your revenue. If you're involved in everything and have to touch everything, you only have so much time and so much effort. And so that can, at some point in the beginning, it's all good. And then at a point, you're going to reach kind of like your capacity. And obviously, when we start our business, this is, if it's just us as we start, or even if it's a small team, you are really, really involved. So it becomes this effort of, as with the hub and spoke, is how do you not be the only linchpin in your organization? And so when you think about that piece, there's some things that you can look at, or here's a structure I like to think about and use when trying to break out of that prison. Like it's kind of the blueprint for the escape. And that is number one. You got to get back in touch with what does your ideal day look like? Because in many cases, after a few years, you may have forgotten or may only have glimpses of what that looks like. So I encourage you to sit down and go, what are you doing that day? What are you working on? What did you eat for breakfast? Where are you in the world? Where are you living? What's going on? How long are you working? What kind of tasks and what kind of client interaction are you having? Are you working on the business in addition to working in? So craft your ideal day. The second thing I'd like you to do is thinking about unlocking your genius. Now, you are so good at so many things, and there's other things that you can do. You're probably good at it, but maybe you're not great, and maybe it's not in your zone of genius, if you will. And so these are the things that you're probably procrastinating on. The things that you're not getting done, those are, when you become a bottleneck to your business. And so let's get back to the things. Let's start thinking about what are those things that you do that no one else can do like you can do and deliver extreme value. Get back in touch with those and make a list of those key pieces, because that becomes really your North Star. How do you get to do more of that? Because that's going to give you energy. That's going to let you perform more and, break through that revenue plateau. And let's be honest, one of the things that it's hard to consider is like, okay, I hate filing. But guess what? There are people who love filing. You just got to find them. And so that would be the next step, is kind of figuring out what activities, what tasks can you get off your desk? Do you still have to go to certain meetings, or can you let others make certain decisions? What are the things that you are procrastinating on? Make a list of them. Do they naturally group together in any way so that you can build a job description around that? And not just what to do, but what do the outcomes of a successful outcome look like when someone is doing that task on your behalf? Then you have to kind of figure out, where am I going to go get the talent to help me? And there's so many options now. You can get a virtual assistant for some things. Maybe you're going to hire an employee. Maybe you're going to hire a consultant Or maybe you're going to have an independent contractor help you out. So there are so many options, and figuring out what level of skill you require for those tasks can also be a game changer. My good friend Sheila Cummings, I love how she puts this, is hiring at the strategy level as much as possible. Otherwise, you're still going to be managing those tasks and helping them figure out how to do it. So if you can find someone at the right level, the right person at the right level, they're going to come with batteries included so that you can safely feel like that task is being dealt with and dealt with in a strategic way that aligns with your values and what your clients expect. And so that is how you can start thinking about escaping the business jail you've built, how to start making your business more valuable, because honestly, the more you are integral to your business, the more your business can't run without you. It's not as valuable as you may want it to be. And so that is the real bottom line, is it's time to break out of jail. Are you an ambitious, driven entrepreneur starting to feel overwhelmed, maybe a little trapped by your business? Well, I have a solution for you. It is the 5-day Bottleneck to Breakthrough Challenge, where in an hour a day, we will give you the roadmap, the blueprint, the treasure map to where you can find yourself with more free time, more freedom of money, and a more valuable business. Hope to see you soon. www.bottlenecktobreakthrough.com.